Hi everybody, how are you doing? Today is a much cooler day, so I'm enjoying myself in the garden. I also wanted to make something very interesting. This is something I've had in the Far East for many years. It's a bowl which is layered with rice and some chicken and then a little bit of soup. So I found that Reem custom rice, the black packet that rose by 3 times after being cooked, is the best choice for making the rice. And on top of that, I'm going to layer the rice with a little bit of chicken. I'm going to use this rice flour to get the chicken crispy, add some gravy, and right on top will be some chicken corn soup. So this is going to be a fun combination. All these products are gluten free, so for all those people who are health conscious, who cannot eat gluten, this is a recipe to follow. I want you to stay tuned and watch this very interesting bowl that I'm going to come up with. So stay tuned on Ifnatcancook. Okay everybody, so I'm about to start and I wanted to share the ingredients with you. I have taken about 700 grams of chicken boneless, and you can use thigh or breast pieces, and what I've done is I have used this rice flour, a teaspoon of that, and I've seasoned it with crackled black pepper and salt, and there's a teaspoon of oil, there's a teaspoon of sugar, there's a teaspoon of water. I'm going to mix this and keep it set aside. And as you know, I'm going to be making rice as the first layer of this very interesting bowl. So I've taken Reem custom rice and 2 cups in a bowl like this. I've washed it till the water ran clear and I'm soaking it for a bit. I'm already hair tied up, wearing an apron, and I'm just going to be starting off with the rice. And the first thing I want you to do is take a pot like that and add some oil to this. Turn the fire on. I'm going to be sauteing about 1 cup of onions. I want you to saute this till it's slightly translucent, and after that I want you to add 3 whole green chilies. I've de-seeded that, 2 chicken stock cubes, 1 teaspoon each of chopped ginger and garlic, and that's 2 star anise. And I've taken the white part of 2 spring onions and I've cut it into smaller pieces, and we're going to be adding this as well. Okay, I've added that, and you just have to lightly saute it so it leaves its beautiful aroma. Once that's mixed nicely, I shall be adding 2 finely chopped up carrots. This is already beginning to smell so good. Give it a good mix. And now we shall be adding the soaked rice. This is smelling so good. Star anise, ginger, garlic, green chilies, onions, spring onions have done the job. Mix this really well, and in this pot I have placed about 3 cups of water. Because I'm using 2 cups of rice, I'd like to add 3 cups of water to this. I have lightly seasoned this with black and white pepper. I need to add the water, turn up the fire, let this come to a boil. And while that comes to a boil, I just wanted to quickly stir fry these chicken pieces that I had seasoned in front of you a little earlier. So I've taken a wok like that and I've added a nice amount of oil. When this gets really hot, I'm going to fry this in 2 batches because I don't want to crowd the pan. Be careful. And this is frying quite nicely. I hope you can see it. I'm going to flip the side, and then I'm going to take this out of the pot and place it in a bowl and fry the rest of the pieces. How are you doing, guys? Okay, so I've taken the chicken pieces out, and now I'm going to check on the rice. The water seems to have boiled, but you can see there's still some in there. And look at how nicely fluffed up this grainy rice is, because it increases by 3 times. This is a premium rice that should be used for special occasions and special food. Let's lower the fire, let's cover this and cook this for the next 8 to 10 minutes or till the rice has absorbed all the water. And while the rice cooks, let's continue with the chicken. So you had seen earlier that I had stir-fried the chicken and taken it out in a container like that. In the same oil, I should be adding 1 can of sliced mushrooms. If you have fresh ones, I suggest you add a cup of that. But this is the first thing that needs to go into the oil. Okay, once that's sauteed a bit, then you have to add 1 tablespoon of sesame seeds, 1 teaspoon of brown sugar, 1 tablespoon of crushed red chilies, and 1 tablespoon each of ginger and garlic. Wow, that's splattering all over. Now add the chicken back in with its juices. Give it a quick mix. I'm going to be adding the sauce that I have prepared. There's 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce, 2 tablespoons of dark soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of vinegar, and 1 teaspoon of sugar. Mix this well. If you don't have dark soy sauce, you can use 3 tablespoons of light soy sauce. And that's nicely mixed. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to thicken this a bit by adding about a teaspoon of rice flour with cold water. Pour that in so that this thickens nicely. This is a nice thickening binding agent, guys, so keep that in mind for other dishes as well. And that is thickened up nicely. I shall be using these ingredients to garnish now and save some for later. A few fresh basil leaves. I love basil leaves. Some coriander. Lots of green chilies, lots and lots. Some spring onions, and here I have some garlic chips. You may fry some garlic. You have to thinly slice it first. A squeeze of lemon. And let's move on to the third part of this yummy recipe. And the third and last phase of this dish is going to be ready very soon thanks to Reem rice. This is what the sachet of corn soup looks like. It's gluten-free and MSG-free. It serves about 5 to 6 people. And the good thing is that it saves me a lot of time from making this soup from scratch. It has all the ingredients that you already would have liked to put in. So let's make the last phase of this dish. Okay, so I followed the instructions. It says to add 4 glasses. I'm doing that, waiting for this to boil. And then I'm going to take an egg, beat it, and slowly drip this into the corn soup. So this is going to be part 3 of the recipe. I shall be putting everything together and showing you right now. Okay, this is my favorite part of the egg drop. Normally I take a whisk, but I have only one hand right now. So this soup doesn't really need any garnishing or any sauces. It has enough of that, but I'm just going to add a little bit of spring onions and coriander, and this is ready. So I'm going to put these 3 things together and show you. And this dish is ready. I'm very excited about it. Here is the chicken. And look at the rice. It's lovely. It's smelling so good. The star anise in it was the star of this fish. And here I have set a plate just to show you how I'm going to be garnishing this lovely soup, the rice and the chicken. Be generous, guys. I'm going to garnish this with some fresh coriander, a piece or 2 of these beautiful green chilies. There's some spring onions. I have a basil right here, or 2. I love fried garlic. And I've decided to add some almonds to this lovely dish. So what do you think? Isn't this looking so good? And this dish is ready. I hope you guys like this special recipe. It has turned out so fab, not because I've made it, but because of the 3 things I've used in it: the rice flour, and the corn soup. Now, this is very popularly known as chicken over rice in the Far East, but I should be calling it Nat's Special Bowl. I hope you liked it, and I hope you make it too. Thank you for joining me and Reem Rice today on Ifnatcancook.